What if I told you that one simple idea, just one, could totally change the direction of your life? That's the huge claim behind something that's been called the strangest secret. So for the next few minutes, let's dig into what it is and, see if it really lives up to the hype. Okay, let's start with a little thought experiment. Imagine 100 people, all starting out at age 25. They're bright, they're full of ambition, and every single one of them is absolutely convinced they're gonna be a success. Now, let's hit the fast forward button 40 years later to when they're 65. And what happens? Well, it's kind of shocking. Only one of them becomes rich. Just four are financially independent. Five of them are still slogging away at a job because they have to. And a whopping 54 are broke. That's more than half.
So, what gives? What happened to that sparkle in their eye, all that promise, all those dreams they had? How is it that such a tiny fraction of people actually get to where they wanted to go? That is the exact mystery we're going to unravel. To get to the bottom of this, let's take a closer look at that successful 5%. What are they doing differently? Well, it turns out it all begins with how we even define the word success. See, success isn't just the flashy endpoint, the money, the corner office. The real definition is this: the progressive realization of a worthy ideal. Now, this is a total game changer. It means that if you're actively, consciously working toward a goal you've set for yourself, you are a success right now. The journey itself is the success. So, what's holding back the other 95%? You'd think the opposite of courage is being a coward, right? But in our world, the real enemy, the thing that stops us in our tracks, is way more subtle. It's conformity. It's just acting like everybody else without really knowing why or where you're going. And this gets right to the heart of the problem. Most people go through life believing that their lives are shaped by things outside of their control, stuff that just happens to them. But the secret, the strange secret, is that our lives are built from the inside out. A person's life is literally what their thoughts make of it. So how does this trap of conformity actually, trap us? And how on earth do our thoughts create our reality? Let's break that down with a really simple analogy. Think about it like this. Imagine a ship leaving a harbor. It's got a captain, a crew, and a charted course, a clear destination. That ship will get where it's going something like 99.999% of the time. Now, take that exact same ship, but this time there's no captain, no destination, no plan. It'll just drift aimlessly until it ends up as a wreck on some beach. You are that ship. A goal is your destination. And all of this leads to the central idea, the core principle. We become what we think about. It's not just a nice platitude. It's presented as a law of nature, just like gravity. The thoughts that you let dominate your mind day after day will, without fail, shape your reality. It's such a simple sentence, but it's unbelievably powerful. To really let that sink in, let's use another powerful analogy. This one really explains how your mind works with the thoughts you decide to plant in it. Your mind, it's like a plot of rich, fertile farmland. It's ready and willing to grow anything you plant. But here's the thing. The land doesn't care what you plant. If you plant seeds of corn, it's going to give you back corn in abundance. But if you plant seeds of deadly nightshade, it'll give you back that poison just as happily. Your mind is exactly the same. It'll return success or fear depending entirely on what thought seeds you plant and water every day. And get this. This is the real kicker. Most of us are only using about 10% of our mental ability. We have this amazingly powerful tool, this fertile ground just sitting there, and we're either letting it grow weeds of fear and worry, or we're not planting anything at all. Okay, I know what you might be thinking. This all sounds great, but how do you actually prove it to yourself? Well, the idea is to take a little test, a 30-day challenge. You've got absolutely nothing to lose and maybe a whole new life to gain. So here's the challenge. First, write down on a card exactly what it is you want. And be specific, not just more money, but a specific income. Not just a nice house, but describe that house. Second, you got to carry that card with you everywhere. Look at it first thing in the morning, all throughout the day, and last thing at night. And third, this is the most critical part. Every single time a negative or fearful thought pops into your head, you have to consciously replace it with the mental image of your positive goal. During these 30 days, you also have to commit to giving more of yourself than you ever have before. Pour your energy into your work, into helping others. And here's the hard part. There's a rule. If you slip up, if you let negativity take over and you can't shake it, you have to start the 30 days all over again. It's tough, but it's how you build that mental muscle. Now, nothing worth having is free, but the price of success might not be what you think. It's not about luck or connections or taking from other people. This is presented as an ironclad law. Think about money differently. Don't see it as something you chase. See it as a measuring stick for the service you provide. Your financial return is just a direct reflection of the value you're creating for other people. The idea is simple. You can't get rich without enriching others first. So the advice is actually pretty straightforward. Stop thinking about the money. Just stop. Instead, focus all of that mental energy on how you can be of more service, how you can build and create and contribute more. If you do that, prosperity isn't something you chase. It's something that follows you. Okay, let's bring this all home. You are the one in the driver's seat. You're the architect of your own life because you and only you are in control of the thoughts you plant. You literally have a whole life of success to win.
And this is why it's all so urgent. The real tragedy in life isn't that it's short. It's that we wait so long to actually start living it on our own terms. Please, don't wait any longer to take control of your thinking, and by doing that, take control of your life. You can literally start this right now, today. Hold that goal in front of your mind's eye. Go about your day and do your work as if it were absolutely impossible to fail. Consciously, deliberately, sow positive and constructive thoughts in that fertile ground of your mind. If you do that, you will reap a positive life.
And so we end right back where we started, with this one strange, incredibly powerful secret. We become what we think about. So the only question left for you is, what will you choose to think about?